I thought I was done recording for the day. I didn't expect to be doing this. It is absolutely mental. I've said quite openly, really, that for the foreseeable future, I have no interest at all of even trying to enter the United States of America. Not while Trump's president. It's a mess. He's just a tyrant. It's outrageous. They keep talking about free speech and democracies around the world, especially Europe. Trump's always doing that. He keeps chastising European leaders, and yet he's creating this authoritarian state where they're just gathering as much information as possible. And anyone that says anything bad about him because he can't handle criticism is considered effectively almost like a terrorist. It's laughable, isn't it? Like, it's crazy. There's just no respect for common decency. It's like it's yeah. Anyway, so like, there's no way on earth I'm even trying to. I'm not even even though I'm not even going to attempt to. I don't even want to. Why would I want to? Why would I want to get on an 8 to 10 hour flight from the UK to get all the way to America? That's no. I don't want to do that flight. Why would I do all that just to land somewhere that really takes away your human rights and ability for free speech and everything, but then it pretends that you do have those rights? It's quite narcissistic. It's a bit mad. Let's have a look, because like I said, I wasn't intending to do the video, and I don't want to keep talking about Trump because he's a moron. But here we are. We're at it again, because I was about to finish up. I just did a video and I just thought, oh, well, I'm finished. I've had enough. Because that video, the video I just did, I wasn't in a happiest of spaces, and I was getting a bit fed up myself. Then I go to look, and then it says this: Brits face having social media screened before entering Trump's USA. I thought he was already doing that anyway. There was already announcements of all these things. I've heard horror stories of this shit. So where the news are picking it up now, I don't know why they're so delayed. But I thought I'd have a look. It says the Evening Standard. So I thought, okay, I'll have a look at this. Not sure if it's going to move faster. There you go. And I just thought, who in their right mind would hand over information like this just willingly? Like, why would you just give them? I'll show you the information in a moment. It's literally, it's almost like your entire life. Give them all of your entire life. That's not even trying to live in America. That's just trying to go on holiday. That's just visiting briefly. The amount of shit they want off you. It's like, go do one, mate. Sod your shit. Like, at this point, who wants to travel there? Like, come on. This is ridiculous. So I'll read it all. It says, British tourists face having years of social media history screened before they are allowed to enter the United States. Under new plans being considered by the country's border force, Donald Trump's administration is set to require foreign tourists to enter over the past 5 years of their online history. Are you having a giggle? Are you having a laugh? That's outrageous. How 5 years of your history? Obviously they can use AI, I would assume, to try to breeze through it, but come on. Jesus, it's that worrying, is it? The drastic move is the latest attempt by Trump to scrutinise foreign visitors after an immigration freeze from 19 countries was announced last week. At the moment, Britons are among those who can visit for up to 90 days without a visa. They just have to obtain an ESTA, so it's electronic travel thing, for $40, which is £30. Even these things, I think, are a joke that the countries are doing. It's not just America; other countries do it too. It's just money grabs, It's just a joke, isn't it? It's like money on top of all the other money you spend. With the World Cup and Olympics heading to, why is it going there? Like, why the hell? This is the worst time for anything to go to America, isn't it? With the World Cup and Olympics headed to the United States in 2026 and 2028, respectively, there will be hundreds of thousands of travellers entering America. Yeah, they're nuts. Just watch it on telly. It's like, I wouldn't bother going to this. The potential social media mandate being proposed by Customs and Border Protection would apply to anyone visiting, whether they require a visa or not. According to a notice published in America's Federal Register on Tuesday, foreign tourists would need to provide their social media from the last 5 years. It will be mandatory. This is the information. This is what I found just baffling. I was like, you're having a giggle. Like, not being funny. I wouldn't be prepared to give any of this information out because I shouldn't have to. It's just ridiculous. Because look at what they want. It will be mandatory to hand over the information and other details, including email addresses and telephone numbers used in the last 5 years. as well as the names, addresses, numbers, and birthdays of family members. Sorry, that's private confidential information. It's like data protection. Does data protection not happen in America? In the UK, we have data protection. Like, does that not a thing there? Not be funny. I shouldn't. I shouldn't even be allowed to give away that information without that other person's permission. How the hell can I get? What is America just data collecting at this time? At this point, like data mining. They want to know your entire family tree, and that's actually for me. That's just baffling. Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm not giving permission for people to use all my information. So let's say you got a family member that's the vacation in America, and then they give all your information out to the US government because the US government wants everybody's information that they're known to or something, or just family ties. I haven't given permission for that. You know, you're trying to enter. You enter. It's got nothing to do with me. It's baffling, isn't it? It's just like, what on earth is he doing? Yeah, he still acts like he's incredible. He's just got that freaking Fee for Peace prize. What a load of crap that was. I didn't comment on that because I can't be bothered to talk about the guy. But he's so weak mentally. It's outrageous, you know, and it's so corrupt. But he's so stupid. He's so stupid. He considers himself intelligent. It's just bad. I can't deal with the guy. I really can't. Whoever voted for him's a moron. And whoever continues to believe his narrative that he's really gives a shit about anything other than himself, delusional. Yeah, he's just mental. He's a mental case. He should be a mental patient, to be totally honest, in my opinion. He keeps talking down anyone that criticizes him. He talks down to in the press. I've seen him keep attacking journalists, specifically women, when they criticize him during conferences and things. Like when there's like he even does it on Air Force One. I've seen him. He talks really horrible. He's just a nasty human being who has too much power for his mind to handle. He's got a really low intellect. He can't even communicate very well. He's not very personable, and he has an awful lot of power influence that really someone like him shouldn't wield. He shouldn't have that power. That's too much. It's too much. So based on my opinion of him, that he's an absolute buffoon of a moron, completely corrupt, inept, pretty much a criminal. What are the odds of me getting into America at this point? Anyway, so I mean, you could argue there, couldn't you? Imagine a family member trying to get into America, and they have to give my details out. What, America can do a background track on me, even though I'm not trying to enter? Maybe it'll stop other people getting the chance to come in now. Outrageous, isn't it? That's not somewhere I want to be. Believe that. So currently, as part of the ESTA application process, a tourist from Britain would have to provide an email address, home address, phone number, and emergency contact details. If approved, the ESTA lasts for 2 years. Look, I can understand that. It's a little bit of a background, a bit of, you have, for security reasons, this is your email address. I don't even know why you need an email address, but whatever. A phone number and your home address. But I think when you start going deep into your social medias and any phone number you've had over the last 5 years, this is a complete thorough freaking interrogation. I can't remember what I've had. Things change. That's just mental. CBP is proposing that moving forward, ESTA applications would require a selfie. It further wants to collect biometrics, face, fingerprints, DNA, and iris as part of the ESTA application. It currently only records face and fingerprints upon arrival at the US border. They want too much information. I'm sure other countries might follow suit, but just makes you not want to travel, doesn't it? Because it's not being funny. You might trust your own government, you might not. But, like, for instance, with me, like, not every government's perfect, and people have a lot to say about the UK government here and there. But I think overall, this is where people don't realise if you huge issue at home, you might have problems, but they haven't got like world knowledge or experience. They don't go outside their bubble. So if you think that's bad, look at how the other countries are run. It's just corrupt policies around the world. So I would consider the UK far more reasonable, a lot more transparent. I don't consider us a suppressed nation in any way. There's suppressed nations out there. And America is becoming this very close community. And they've got, this secret intelligence and things, the way they are. It's like, I don't have faith in their system. I don't have faith that they wouldn't use the information they gain of you for ulterior motives. I just think it's incredibly corrupt. And when you've got a head of state, a leader who is almost like a toddler, that I consider quite dangerous, because what are the policies? So there's no way I would even have interest in any of this personally. So the proposed changes are open public consultation. I don't really know what that means, because I don't think the American government consultates with anyone. I don't think they do. The policy changes follow others recently implemented since the start of the Trump administration, including social media vetting and the most recent addition of assessing applicants seeking naturalization for good moral character. My good moral character is you can kiss my ass. I've got genuinely I don't even give a shit. I've got no interest why that moron's there. The US Citizenship and Immigration Services said officers will now consider whether an application for benefits such as residency, work and visa applications endorsed, promoted, supported or otherwise espoused, what's that mean? Anti-American, terrorist or anti-Semitic views. I'm not anti-American, I'm just anti-moron. And Trump's just an idiot. The USCIS spokesman said in a statement, the right to live and work in the United States remains a privilege, not a right. Yeah, I think I have a beautiful privilege being in the UK. Put it this way, right? Americans like to think that everybody wants to live in America and everyone wants to visit us, because it's delusional. It's just what you've been indoctrinated to. It's a bit like North Korea, where they've been ingrained and they probably don't know anything about the outside. A lot of Americans don't know the geography of the world at all, let alone the national flags, the capitals. They don't even know where they are on a map. Now, that's a generalized statement, because there's obviously some educated Americans, but there's also a lot of stupid people. Now, England is part of the European continent and just not part of the European Union. So we don't have the same trade policies and things like that, or the same rules now. We're independent. But as a continent, we're still part of the continent of Europe, which is quite impressive, I think. There's enormous amount of history. So there's a beautiful architecture. And the interesting thing is there's different cultures between all of those countries. So it's diverse and interesting as you travel. Now, I understand America changes a lot through travel as well, through dialects and things, but they still have very similar common values in the way they are. So you might think that being in England, because it's a small country, that maybe it's not as exciting and you would love to leave. It's like, no, I love England. I've always said before, I absolutely love my country. It's quaint, it's beautiful. I love the country roads. I love the beach. I don't know. It's everything that it's not just that it's home. Even if I was in America, I'd be attracted to England. So why would I be desperate to go to America then? And by extension, I have grandparents that I have at least a grandparent that was Irish, so I can apply for citizenship of Ireland, and then I have that would then give me potential to have a passport, an Irish passport, which would then gives me the freedom of Europe. So where some people have to get visas and permits to stay in Europe for a set period of time, if I chose to relocate to Europe, for instance, or go on a huge travel and just stay for a period, I could go the Irish route, and then I have the entire European border, potentially, and I'd consider that more beneficial than access to America. And it's a lot closer for me as well. So America can stay America, and Europeans can stay in Europe. I think it's fine. I think that's the thing. I think there's this weird glamour magic that goes over America, and it's quite delusional how they just think we're obsessed. We're not obsessed. It's just crazy shit that stems from America that then starts to try to infiltrate the rest of the world. Look at Trump. Like, Trump's influence, he's trying to influence European leaders. It's got nothing to do with him. Just stay away. Just stay to your own policies and create your own bubble of shit. Don't start spreading that crap everywhere. And then he's having a huge stay on the things that are happening in Ukraine. If you think about it, like, what's it got to do with him? Russia borders slightly on America through Alaska. So that's like very, very, very slight, it's not big. But America's nowhere near Europe. So what's it got to do with them anyway, It's It's like, just stop trying to police the world. It's just it's this like fake influence. European Union and even the UK, like as a whole, Europe, I think personally can handle themselves. Of course, America's beneficial, but the world can survive without them. And that's not me being anti-American. I just don't like Trump. I don't like Trump. I hope once his time as president expires, that America starts to heal and starts to reintegrate in a positive way. But I think it has to get away from that idea that everybody's obsessed with them and really, really is desperate to come. Tourism, from my understanding, was dropping like crazy since Trump's come into office. But now, because of I didn't know the Olympics was going to be there. So now, because you've got the Olympics and the World Cup coming, of course, numbers are going to go through the roof. And Trump will use that as a way to say tourism's booming. Well, of course it's booming. You've got massive freaking sporting events. It's been booming anywhere they were going. And some people just got no care for their own data protection and their own values. Half of them, not half of them, but a lot of them will probably get deported, even though they're only there to support their teams. And then some might not even they might just get detained and put in immigration camps. It's just mad, isn't it? Like, I don't want to go on anymore because the guy does my head in and his policies are crazy. But yeah, the idea that I won't even try to enter America while Trump's there. So even if someone saw what I do and think, oh, you know what, we could work with him, blah 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 blah. It's like no money is going to get me trying to enter America. I'm not going to delete anything I've said. I'm not going to water down my values and views. So it doesn't work. You can see the policies there and there. It's like literally it's stated as fact. If that's what his policies are, I don't match them. So what's the point of trying?